Welcome to another episode of the Good Coach, Bad Coach podcast. I'm your co-host, Coach Buck, sitting alongside Coach Joey. Coach Joe, welcome back. What's happening, man?
What's going on, Coach Buck?
Nothing besides this air quality.
Yeah, it's been disturbing a few things.
Yeah, especially in our town, this, disrupted practice, the Lowville Festival. Do you know how I get my kids ready for a situation with the air quality?
What do you do?
Well, first of all, I get them in the garage and I talk to them about the air being, what it is. And I go to the gas station and I get them each a pack of Marlboro Reds. And there is no solution for that. You have to be in the house for that. I mean, it's just a really unfortunate thing.
Yeah, there was a couple of days where it was pretty bad. I work outside, but it seems to be getting a little bit better now.
Yeah, no, we're going to hop right into it today. We're going to go, actually, before we hop right into it, I want to give a special thanks, and I know you do too, to everybody that's been watching us and giving us support. The response has been awesome. Make sure you're leaving likes and comments down below. It really helps the channel. And as a token of our appreciation here, we're going to give one lucky person a sneak peek at our merchandise here.
Yeah.
We got a Good Coach, Bad Coach t-shirt here. Coach Joey's also rocking one today. Once our merch store gets going, we're going to give proceeds to kids in need of youth sports equipment.
Yes.
And things like that.
We're gonna be selling multiple things on there. Baseballs with our logo on it. I'm sure there's some people out there that would love to hit my face with a bat.
That's a good idea. Little bats.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, make sure you leave a like and a comment and you will be eligible to win a free t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I might even throw in a pack of Marlboro Reds.
There you go.
For the spirit of
the air quality.
The giveaway. I don't even know if that's legal, if I'm allowed to give away a pack of Marlboro Reds.
I'm thinking not. We'll have to check with our attorney on that.
Yeah, well, I'll buy them, and then if not, Okay, all right. We're going to hop right into it. So we're going to get into a video clip that ESPN put out a little while back, and it's about a 9-year-old. And this 9-year-old has pretty much had it with sports, and he decided that he wants to retire. He's done. He's tired of a lot of different things. Let's give it a listen right now.
I'm here to announce my retirement from sports. Baseball, basketball, all of them. I feel like it's time. The pressure that it takes to play at my age is just too much. So I'm done with the endless advice from parents to keep my head up, to keep my head down, to keep my head in the game. I know you think you helped. I'm walking away from the coaches that left me on the bench every time the game was on the line. I'm sure they'll agree I'm leaving at the peak of my career. I'll miss my friends and the fun we had when we were young. I said I'd play this game as long as I was having fun. And now, it's time to call it quits. Any questions?
Who do you think can fix these issues?
Parents, leagues, coaches, everyone.
What are you gonna do with all your free time?
Whatever's fun.
So what do you think? A lot to unpack there.
Yeah, I haven't heard that before. That's a real thing?
Yeah, there was it looks like a advertisement campaign or awareness campaign to go out to coaches and parents and leagues and
a couple things that I took from that. Number one, he said something along the lines that he is going to be leaving his coaches that left him on the bench when the game was on the line.
Yeah, he did say that.
I don't know the particular kid. I don't know the situation. This is my first time hearing about that video. But to me, it seems like he threw in the towel because he was frustrated because he didn't get playing time. That's what I take from that. The whole thing seemed very staged to me. Who'd you say was behind that, ESPN?
Yeah, this was ESPN.
Yeah, so it seemed to me like it was more of a shot at parents putting too much pressure on the kids, coaches putting too much pressure on the kids, and I don't know. To me, it was junk.
Well, I agree, and I think I don't know what they were trying to get at. Maybe that things need to change, I guess, is what they might have been going for. But you brought up the comment about the kid saying that when the game was on the line, he wasn't in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, one, was he good enough to be in the game?
Yeah, why wasn't he in the game?
Was it little Billy's turn to get in, and
Sure,
that cost the game, and that's ruining his fun? Or was it, he wasn't good enough?
I've heard a lot of retirement speeches from athletes.
Sure.
You typically say what your motive is of why you retired, whether it's your age, your family, your health. This particular 9-year-old kid said he retired, and the main thing he said was he wasn't having fun, and he's leaving the coaches that didn't put him in the game when the game was on the line. That tells me he's quitting because he's not satisfied with his own outcome. Whether he didn't have the talent, he didn't have the heart, I don't know. I mean, he's still 9 years old, but everything that he said in there, it makes me believe he's just a flat out quitter.
Yeah, that, or it could be the flip side of it. Maybe he was the best one on the team and just didn't get his shot. And, if he's the only one putting in the work and his teammates aren't, they're going to see that too. The video too had an emphasis, it seemed, on parents and coaches and leagues, and that they need to change.
Yeah, that's what struck me. If ESPN is behind it, I felt like that's really who they were pinning it on, not the 9-year-old kid and he's quitting or he's retiring.
No, that was an attention drawer.
Yeah, that they put that kid in front of the podium there to take shots at parents and coaches for putting pressure on kids. But when you play sports, there's pressure on everybody. I mean, that's the object of playing sports. When he goes to school, there's pressure on him too. He didn't mention that. His 3rd grade teacher gives him a list of spelling words. Doesn't he have pressure to do his spelling words the right way?
Yeah, I mean, I think pressure is a part of life.
It is, no matter what. But when you're playing sports, out of the gate that you're going to have some pressure on you. Everybody does. I mean, that's why you're there. You're trying to compete. I just thought that the whole thing seemed ridiculous to me and totally staged.
How about the presser at the end? So the guy at the end says, he starts asking him, well, what do you think you're going to do? Or the woman, I don't remember which it was, but what are you going to do for fun? And he says, I don't know. And the thing is, if a kid's not involved in sports or an extracurricular, what is his idea of fun? Is it playing a PlayStation? Is it being on an iPad all day? Is it going out and smoking Marlboro Reds with your friends? Like what is?
Yeah, we know a lot of 9-year-old kids that sports aren't for them, but they don't put out a press conference and complain about why they're not playing sports.
I'm sure
anymore.
that kid made some pretty good money for doing that.
I actually wish some of the kids we coached over the years retired at 9 years old. It would have saved me some headaches and screaming. But the whole thing was just absolutely ridiculous to me. I would love to hear what our listeners have to say about that video.
Well, no, me too.
I don't know if I live in a hole or what, but I never heard that video before. I'm glad that you shared that with me. There's a lot to take from that, but the biggest thing I take from is the kid doesn't want to play anymore. And that's just what it amounts to. I don't think he had all that much pressure on him. He's 9 years old.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And it's like you said, you didn't see it. I do. And I guess that's kind of what inspired this podcast to some degree was I'm always looking for someone's opinion on youth sports.
Mm-hmm.
And you usually hear from like a former professional linebacker or tailback or tight end that played for the Saints, or I'm making up teams here, but you get the idea. It's usually someone of a very high caliber and it's an isolated person. And, you don't hear like the everyday person like talk about the struggles with coaching, the struggles with having a small, it's not out there.
If we go back to that short clip press conference, I would have like to hear the kid elaborate a little more on why he wasn't having fun anymore, why he felt the pressure. I mean, if the game is on the line and you're not getting put in, you don't got any pressure on you. The coach didn't believe in you.
That's true.
So did you quit playing sports at the age of 9 because you weren't getting the playing time that you felt you should get? That's what I take from it, because he didn't do enough to elaborate on why he's giving up sports and why he's not having fun. If you're going to go in front of a camera and do a cheesy press conference like that, he probably should have gave the viewers a little more information.
That's definitely the kids' eye view, you know, like, I mean, but I kind of saw it as ESPN picking on coaches and parents.
I do too. And I would agree 100%.
You know, it's like, but you know, the questions at the end, although I agree the video was totally cheesy, I hope the kid got paid some cash for that and, you know, had a good time filming that.
The kid probably never played any sports anyways. He was probably,
He looked pretty athletic to me. I don't know.
He's a paid actor. Yeah, we take him on our team. He'd have fun playing for us.
But, you know, it does, like, the only good question I felt like came, that at least the idea, is there something that could be done different to make all the kids enjoy the sport? And I think that goes back to, as we mentioned before, creating that culture.
Yeah.
You know, that culture, that winning culture, that I'm not going to give up culture, and, you know, not put pressure on them at practice, but create that like high energy practice.
The one thing that I do as a coach is you start out of the gate treating everybody exactly the same. And what I mean by that is day one, everybody has pressure on them. Everybody's told the same song and dance. Your kids played for me. My son played for you. It's just what we do. But as time goes on, even the bad coach can admit this, there's times where a certain kid can't take the heat that another kid could take, and you have to pull the reins back. I've done it before. Day one, everybody hears the song and dance. As time goes on, if I feel like there's a certain kid that has a little bit too much pressure on him and it's affecting his ability, I back off and I change my approach. That's just what you have to do.
Yeah.
But for me to sit here and say that we don't put pressure on kids, I think I said it in episode 1. We do put pressure on kids, but we put them on them because they signed up to play a competitive sport. And if you're going to keep score and there's going to be a referee or an umpire, then the winning end matters. If it doesn't matter, shut the scoreboard off, tell the referee to go home, and it'll be gym class. But if you're going to keep score and you're going to battle against another team, these athletes have pressure on them. It doesn't matter what their age is. They're playing competitive sports.
Yeah. And as a job, as coaches, we need to put the kids in the best spot to succeed.
We do.
You know, the different positions require different skill levels and different physiques if we're playing football. I mean, you name it, but that's a job as a coach. Put them in a position where they could succeed and allow them to feel that contribution to the team.
Yeah, if you know your team and you understand what coaching young kids is all about, you can see which kids aren't responding to the pressure that you're putting on them. And when that becomes an issue, not only is it the coach's job to pull the reins back to make sure that they don't bury this kid, but if you continue going down that path, it's not doing the team any good.
No.
So you have to know your players and you have to know their personalities. You have to know who could take what. I mean, I am very hard on my son. Now, my son's mother's hard on him. She was a competitor. But when the parenting side of it comes out, she has a tendency to not be as tough on him as me, because then she starts screaming at me for, you know, my approach to things. And I said this a long time ago. My approach of how I coach may not be the same that every single coach wants to go about in his way or her way. But being a coach and being a parent are two different things. We talk about this all the time. Everybody wants the best for their kid. But when you're trying to get everybody to be on the same exact page in a competitive sport, you got to put pressure on them. And you have to put pressure on them right from the get-go and then just see how it plays out.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of different personality types to deal with, but it doesn't mean they can't all come together, mesh, and have some success.
It works. I mean, but you just have to know when too much pressure is too much.
Yeah.
And I don't anticipate anybody we know having a press conference and retiring at the end of this year.
We haven't had any retirements as of yet
No,
that I can think of.
unfortunately.
But okay. So another thing too that they mentioned in the video was the leagues, and I know we mentioned football quite a bit. Like we gave a lot of praise to the football program.
They deserve
and
it.
how they, and rightfully so. But some other leagues, and I'm not picking on just specific leagues, but what could leagues do different to make a kid have fun? Do you put more rules in place? Is it up to the league or is it up to the coaches? Like, what do you like? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, what was ESPN getting at by honing in on the leagues or mentioning the league needs to change something? Like, what could that be?
To me, it sounds more like the participation trophy type atmosphere. And there are leagues out there like that, but leagues can't get any weaker than they are right now. I mean, most of the leagues that we participate in are set up for kids who can't handle pressure.
Yeah.
We bring the pressure to our individual team. We try to separate that. And right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just what my approach is. But the league itself, I don't think there's anybody in the league that puts the pressure on a kid. Do you?
No, I don't think so.
Every one of these kids are set up to hopefully have fun and get their trophy at the end of the season. We just push the issue that the best way to have fun is to win.
Yeah.
That's just what our motto is. That's not what everybody's is, but that's the only way you really have fun in competitive sports, if you ask me.
So if you have a league that's weak, was a term you used, how do you strengthen it? Do you have like more awards at the end of the year where you're like, you know what, this one goes out to the kid with the most home runs? Do you individualize it a little bit?
Yeah,
Like,
you keep stats. You have tryouts. That strengthens leagues. You have committees. Everybody's afraid today to hurt a kid's feelings.
Oh, that's definitely true. And it shows like with the different personalities that we see at practice. You can tell the kids that never get yelled at and the ones that get yelled at all the time.
So if you want to talk about individual awards, I've never really been a big fan of individual awards.
No,
I could care less how many touchdowns or how many baskets my son or your son or anybody's kid has. I care about the end result and how the team did as a whole. And anybody that knows me knows that. But if you want to strengthen a league, you can have individual awards, but you have to keep stats along the way to prove how that kid got that. Now, once you start doing that, now the league is putting a little bit pressure on a kid to do a little bit better because they're dangling the carrot at the end of the season. You might be able to be the MVP, or you might be able to get first team or second team.
Yeah.
So that's how you can make a league not weak anymore. But it's a fine line of how far do you want to dive into making it about individuals rather than team?
Yeah, because the rabbit hole could never end, really. I mean, if you are keeping track of stats, like I know baseball uses the most current thing is Game Changer.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on Game Changer. But you could skew Game Changer. You can make it look like a kid got a hit that didn't get a hit. Who's going to contest it?
Yeah, the one thing the one thing you can't cheat on is a scorebook. And the reason why you can't cheat on a scorebook is because if the other manager or coach that you're playing against has a brain, they're going to be on top of it. And you compare notes at the end of the game. Once that is done and everybody agrees on this is the official scorebook, then you could submit it to the league, and then that's how things could be kept.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
It's the easiest way to where there's not favoritism. There's nobody just getting an award just because whatever reason. They earn it. But these leagues today don't want to deal with individual awards. They want everybody to be equal, it seems like, in youth sports.
Yeah, the participation trophy is a big trend.
In youth sports, that's what
and I think it's killing about. It's killing rec ball. It's part of the killing rec ball.
It's making it weak, and it's not doing the kids that are hungry to keep on driving and pushing and winning more games It doesn't do them any good. But that's why when you play for our team, we put the pressure on you to do what you need to do, but we never make it about one kid. It's
Never.
always about the team.
And the teams look, I mean, when a team's having success, it is all of them. It's not one. You know what I mean? I
And
think every win that we've had in any sport, it hasn't been just one kid.
Nope.
Yeah, maybe one kid gets hot, but you need everybody.
You do.
And when they're all bought in, I mean, that's when things, that's when it's exciting to watch.
Yep.
You're seeing the product that you put out there. So,
Do these leagues really want that though?
I don't. I think it depends on who runs the league. I don't know. I mean, but
we're involved-
shout out to the guys who do run those leagues though, because they do work their butts off though.
They do. It's a thankless job.
It is. So I mean, like I understand that, and I'm not attacking them whatsoever. It's a job that's very thankless.
We first and foremost give credit to the leagues. We think that they do a nice job.
Oh, there's no.
My question is, no matter how good of a job they're doing, do you think that they really want to cross that line of making their league about individuals more than teams?
No,
I mean, they're not going to
No.
do that.
they're not, and they shouldn't.
No,
but
I mean,
but
but
you
you
gotta figure
asked,
something out
Yeah.
to kind of.
but you asked, how can you strengthen it by offering certain individual awards at the end of the season? That's how you could strengthen a league, but they're not going to cross that bridge.
No,
Not in 9U.
no, and I've said it before. I just think fundamental focused leagues is a way to kind of get back to the basics.
Yeah, I
like I
think-
mean, you need reps to get better in any sports that you're doing.
Yeah, I think you just play travel ball and you play the kids you want to play, and that's it. You don't worry about any of the other stuff. That's what I think. Are you shocked by
Hey,
that?
no, I'm not shocked at all. And you know what? That's the trend right now. Travel ball is a trend in all sports.
I want to say something. First and foremost, I'm surprised by all the positive feedback we've gotten from the first 3 episodes.
I am too.
Now,
It's mind blowing to me.
now, when I say I'm surprised by it, you and I are betting on ourselves. We're doing this for fun, and we're doing this to get our point across.
And
when I-
help kids in need of stuff too.
Absolutely. But when I say I'm surprised by the positive feedback, I was harsh on.
Everything.
That's I was particularly harsh on travel baseball getting slaughtered. Okay, and
Absolutely.
I'm gonna retract something. I want to clear the air with something. I actually think travel baseball is a fantastic thing. My whole point to everything that I was saying was, I hope these coaches, whoever they are, participate in travel baseball the right way and build the team. That's all I'm trying to say. Knocking them about losing, a whole bunch of runs in the first, that's irrelevant. That's not what my point was. And I actually said that day, I don't even blame the coach.
Yeah, no, you did.
I did. The coach is doing what he thinks he needs to do to put a team together. It's just not the right way. So travel baseball is something I think is a brilliant thing to do, but you got to build the team the right way.
No, you're right. It starts with the nuts and bolts, because if not, you obviously see what the outcome of that is.
But thank you guys for all the support.
It's been awesome. Thank you so much. You want to head into some questions?
Yeah.
Mel?
Yeah, good.
All right. Okay. The first question is from Antonio from Lowville. And he asked, why does Coach Buck wear sunglasses in episode 2? Antonio, if you look real close at the camera, I got this thing where this eye will just like shoot up for no reason. It's like this. No, I'm kidding. I don't have anything wrong with me. I thought it looked cool. I didn't know what I was going to wear. When you're sitting here in front of a camera, you're not sure what you're going to put on. I thought sunglasses were cool. It wasn't wildly popular amongst some of the people that I talked to.
I liked it.
I appreciate that. I think I'm going to start wearing them from now on. No, I do. I like the look.
I think that Antonio should concentrate on making more layups than worrying about Coach Buck's sunglasses. Because if he misses too many more layups, he's going to have to retire
and hold a press
and hold a
conference.
press conference. Thanks for the question, kid.
Thanks, Antonio. Okay, the next question is Mary. Mary from Hubbard. She wants to know, Coach Joe, how you handle a kid that's getting picked on that's on the team. Go ahead, take it away. This is got you
Yes,
written all over it.
as hard as I am on these kids, the number one thing I do not go for is picking on another kid or making fun of another kid. Anything about that kid, you can't do it. Coaches don't do it. Players can't do it. You got to put a stop to that right from the beginning. If you're going to make fun of a kid or pick on a kid that you're playing with, you're not going to be on this team very long. It's something I don't go for. We try to correct that right from the beginning and make kids know. Sometimes kids buy into it. Sometimes they don't. But it's something I don't go for. It's something I would never do, and I would never allow any kid on our team to do it. It's not right.
No, it's not. And that's honestly from the first whistle blow when you call the team over and you tell them to take a knee for the very first time. You know, we
You tell
start
them
with that.
Yeah.
You know, there's two main things that I'm not going to tolerate. One is screwing around. You could do that at home. You're not here long. Pay attention. Number two, there's no making fun of one another. And
Yeah.
if you see it going on, you nip it quick.
Yeah, there's no room for that in our program. If it continues on, that particular kid is not going to be on a team very long.
No. And we don't want them on a team, no
No.
matter how good or bad they are. That's just not a
Can't
good,
have it. It's not fair.
no, does not produce a
Good question.
citizen. Thanks, Mary. The last question is Gary from South Range. You're going to like this, Coach Joe. He says, how do I get you guys to coach my kid? Baseball sucks. Love the show.
First thing you do is send me your phone number. How tall is your kid? Could he
What
play
sport does
basketball?
he play?
Yeah. Is he a good basketball player? Look, I don't think baseball sucks. I think it's not as competitive as the other sports.
You might have lost Gary.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
But he wants to know how his kid could play for us.
That's what he said. How do I get you guys to coach my kid? He didn't say what sport. He just, that was his.
Oh,
comment.
we'll coach anybody's kid. Could he take criticism, Gary? And does he like to win? If he can handle those two things, bring him to us.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that we got with baseball, we had some different kids on our team this year because we merged towns to produce our rec program.
Yeah, can I talk about that for a second?
Yeah, no,
I don't mean to
absolutely.
cut you off.
No. Go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
We had kids on our team from Camel that merged with us. And I can't tell you a better group of parents that we had on our team than those Camel
oh,
kids.
they were great.
From day one, they were the best. They bought in, they enjoyed it. They were around, they were there to help. They didn't know any of us.
No,
I thought that those kids that came on our team this year from Camel, the parents were completely bought in right from the beginning. I enjoyed having them.
I did too. And by the parents being bought in, every single one of those kids got way better from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Yeah, but you notice that those Camel parents worked with their kid in the yard throughout that season.
Yes, they asked for suggestions. They were
We
doing
could
all
tell.
the things.
We could tell that they were working with their kids
Yeah.
at home outside of baseball.
and we rewarded that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool. That
I
was a
hope that
positive
those
experience.
I hope that those Camel families enjoyed playing for us as much as we enjoyed them playing for us.
I agree with that 1,000%. They were awesome. All right, that's all I got for today's episode. Again, guys, thank you for all the support. It's been overwhelming. It's been awesome. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave us a comment below. Get in that t-shirt contest. And we'll catch you on the next one.
See you, everybody.
Peace.